reason for our presence here, which is fundamentally to try to engage more and strengthen our partnership and our cooperation.
During a meeting with the visiting diplomats at Government House in Benin City, Governor Monday Okpebholo faulted what he described as a gross lack of transparency by the immediate past administration in handling the project. He said the controversy surrounding MOA stems from the lack of openness by the previous government, and noted that he is curious how the project evolved from the Benin Royal Museum to the Edo Museum of West African Art, and now to the Museum of West African Art MOA, without clarity or consultation with the revered traditional institution. Okpebholo noted that the state government was never briefed on the project's financials, ownership structure, or operational duties, stressing that even the Oba of Benin had personally expressed concern over its handling. While reaffirming his administration's openness to partnerships, the governor emphasized that transparency and respect for the Benin Kingdom were non-negotiable. He further condemned the demolition of the historic Central Hospital in Benin City to make way for MOA, and said that why would they destroy a functioning hospital to build a museum? He added that while they are proud of the Benin heritage, development must be responsible and people-centered. Governor Okpebholo assured that his administration remains committed to accountable and due process in all dealings.
If I knew that such delegations would be in Benin, probably I would be around, at least to receive me. I'm not aware that such gathering will be taking place yesterday. Find out from the organizers of MOA, and then they show you evidence that they informed me. But one thing I know about MOA, the building I saw was at the center of the hospital, which is the oldest hospital in this town. I was not happy because you have to destroy emergency ward. Some other components of the hospital were all removed just to build vision. The question that I raised was, why would it be the hospital land? I was so touched that I asked for the CFOs. When the CFO were presented to me, I discovered that the hospital that's supposed to own a land is now taking 20% of the land.
After receiving the guests, Governor Monday Okpebholo led the delegation on a courtesy visit to the palace of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Okpebholo Okpebholo II. Speaking at the palace, Governor Okpebholo described the development as another example of the lack of transparency that has surrounded the MOA project since its inception. He told His Majesty that the European and German ambassadors and their colleagues from the Netherlands and Belgium were at the palace to see His Royal Majesty. The governor disclosed that his administration had already constituted a committee to thoroughly investigate the MOA project and make recommendations on the way forward. The committee, according to the governor, will look into the matter comprehensively and make appropriate recommendations.
What happened yesterday was, to me, I didn't understand because I wasn't even aware that such gathering would be taking place yesterday. We have spoken to the Oba. We have gotten his own side of the story. The committee for this very MOA has already been set up, and they will look into the matter. At the end of the day, there will be fairness. That is the most important thing.
Earlier, the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Okpebholo II, lamented the manner in which the project was executed, accusing the former governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, of attempting to mortgage the rights of the Benin people over their ancestral artifacts. The monarch said his forefathers suffered during the British invasion of 1897, and it is not fair that this is happening again. The document, according to the monarch, they brought for him to sign would have taken away their rights to those artifacts.
Let me just quickly, you mentioned MOA and things like that. I'm not too sure how much you know about this story, but our dear governor told me that he played a video for you to see, that you have seen the former governor, what he said in the video. That video says it all. I really look forward to receiving you again in different circumstances.
Speaking after the courtesy visit to the Oba's palace, EU Ambassador Gualtier Mignot said the mission of the delegation was to pay homage to the monarch and strengthen cooperation with Edo State. Mignot clarified that while the European Union as an institution has no direct investment in MOA, some EU member states, including Germany, are partners in the initiative. German Ambassador Dr. Annette Gontar, in her remarks, commended Governor Okpebholo and the Oba of Benin for their hospitality, reaffirming Germany's long-standing partnership with Edo State in migration management, youth empowerment, and cultural preservation. She said she was honored to have paid a courtesy visit to His Royal Majesty the Oba of Benin and His Excellency Governor Monday Okpebholo. During her visit, according to her, she will attend the graduation of 450 youths from IT training programs and visit several project sites. Dr. Gontar emphasized that the preservation of peace and transparency was critical to sustaining MOA's cultural and educational mission.
To first present him our greetings and respect, and also explain to him the reason for our presence here, which is fundamentally to try to engage more and strengthen our partnership and our cooperation with Edo State, as we discussed this morning during our working meeting with His Excellency the Governor and his team.
I'm very honored to have been able to make a courtesy visit to His Excellency, His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin, thanks to our host, His Excellency the Governor. I'm very much looking forward to continue our cooperation with NCMM, with the state government, and also with the palace and His Royal Majesty the Oba on the further return of all those bronzes.
Governor Okpebholo assured that his government will act with fairness and transparency in addressing the controversy. He said Edo belongs to everyone. Its culture, history, and heritage must be protected and not politicized, and said his administration is open to genuine collaboration, but it must be done in the light of transparency and respect for traditional institutions. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.